Good day, everyone, or good morning, good afternoon. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Salut, maraba. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're staying healthy and getting wealthy. So let's jump right into today's topic for discussion. Who benefits from crime? And this video will be a discussion, a brief discussion on who benefits from crime in Jamaica. So we are speaking within the context of a Jamaica where the homicide rate in 2022 was 49.4. Can you believe it? Anyway, we are shuddering in our homes and outside of our homes in this country because of the crime. So, crime has an associated indirect and direct cost. But today we're going to focus on the direct cost, beginning with the taxpayers. You know, we foot all these bills when the government decide they're going to come up with some new crime plans and crime schemes to take the profit out of crime, as they said in a conference that they had, I think, some time ago in 2018. And it is the taxpayers who have to fund all these programs, systems they put in place. You know, they're pushing to have the passage of a national identification system, of course. It is taxpayers' dollars who will be funding this. Then, of course, the government themselves, they benefit, the correctional institutions, medical facilities too, and the victim who, in almost every situation in Jamaica, they have to bear the cost of their medical bill. It's not like the Jamaica is going to say, oh, you were attacked by a gunman, so let us foot the bill for you. No. So let's focus on the government of Jamaica for this video. In Jamaica, measures have been taken to revise the Companies Act so that the government can legally retain ownership of properties that were gained by criminals through illicit means. And this is the reason why the Jamaican government has been so adamant, and there's such a sense of urgency to have the passage of the national identification system so they can identify all the citizens of this country. Not only that, we're witnessing a gradual intersecting of the criminal justice system and government revenues, because each time the Jamaican government introduces new violations, fines, and confiscation of criminal properties, then saying that they have the best interest and the safety of Jamaican citizens as priority. Not really, you know. They're just enriching the coffers of the public revenue system. So therefore, the taking profit out of crime is going directly into the government bag. Okay? It's not the everyday man who is benefiting from this. If you read and observe the news these days, the Jamaica government is aggressively and actively pursuing asset forfeitures of criminal elements, and with the assistance from the United States government nonetheless. So controlling the Jamaican crime problem is not as easy, and it's not as easy and simple, and we all know that, as how we view it from this myopic lens of, oh, our safety comes first. The government cares about us. I'm not saying government don't care about people, you know. In this case, the Jamaican government, I don't really know, to tell you the truth. But there are several political power dynamics at play, and they're playing with our lives. And so numerous research have, not numerous, I don't want to say anything that is not true, but several articles and research have been conducted by lecturers at the University of the West Indies. I can recall Anthony Harriot, his paper titled Controlling the Jamaican Crime Problem. That's a good research policy paper to read. But let's get back to how the the confiscation of criminal elements, how their properties benefit the government. So when the government confiscate all these money and these properties, I think they say that this will serve the interest of the public good. And I don't know, we have never really had any report of where these money goes and all the properties. Like, did they sell them, and do they put them towards the housing trust so that civil servants can have a home? Do they donate it to the do they buy machines for the hospitals? Do they buy books for students? Do they put it in the budget so that teachers and policemen can have a better salary? We really don't know. But all that I'm saying here is that we have to read and understand what is going on in this country. We have to study and we have to speak out. The recent incident of the young lady Donnelly who has gone missing, we should congratulate the public and those who have been very active on social media. I think it's first in a long time I've seen so many Jamaicans come together and decide that we want justice, and we're actually going to stand up and sit down and shout for this justice. I mean, they have pursued this case, The public must get a pat on their back for pursuing this situation with the social media young lady Donnelly. They have really stepped up and decide that we're not going to take this one laying down or even standing up. And I hope we have more persons who decide to stand up for justice. And I do really hope we have less crime. But yes, the government is definitely profiting from crime. And of course, you have other segments of society, medical hospitals. And I'm not saying that the hospitals are deliberately saying, okay, you know what, we want the crime rate to go up so that we can profit 24/7. But yeah, when family members go to these hospitals with the victim, they have to pay for the medical treatment, the pharmacies, big pharmaceuticals, of course. They have to pay for the medication. Oh, it is an endless expense to the victim, who receives no compensation, of course, from this Jamaican government. And not to mention their loss of earning. How many companies continue to pay a victim? And how many companies take care of victims' children when their lives have been lost? When a victim actually dies, how many companies decide that they will continue to assist with a child or the children of the victim education? Who do they check up? Do they go to the homes and visit to say, okay, we're here to see how things are going? Anyway, I want this to be brief because I'd love to have a part 2 on this video. So please like, share, subscribe, and please comment. Give me your criticism. Give me your feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So take care, and yes, blessings and peace.